Hello, welcome traders and investors. This is the Investing for Beginners community, and I'm your host, Johnny. Today's video, we're going to go over a long-term strategy that you can use to grow an account and grow your money over time. It all starts right now. All that I ask is that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you find value in this, then definitely subscribe because you won't want to miss out on our live streams when I do go live. I also go live on Monday mornings, so you can see us trading live every single day on Mondays. Every single week on Mondays, we trade live. All right, so let us share the screen. Today we're going to talk about Invesco QQQ and how they're up 50% in 1 year and the major upside potential for this company's future. And we're all going to talk about it right now in the live stream, and where you are able to actually answer questions and interact with me as we look at the potential upside of QQQ. Welcome. Thank you for spending a part of your day with me. All right, so Invesco QQQ, you guys have been seeing the commercials where the lady's sitting in the ice bath and she's like, you have all the tools, and she lasts in the ice bath for like 3 seconds. They're talking about Invesco QQQ. Now, why is it so important? What exactly are they doing, and how can you benefit from this company or ETF? So they're up about 8% in 3 months. Now today they are slightly down, but man, for the year, if you are investing long-term, you're a long-term investor, you could have bought this company for $294 last March, and now it's up $439. Now, for all of you who don't know, the QQQ tracks a modified market cap weighted index of 100 NASDAQ listed stocks. The listed name for QQQ is Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1. Now, index tracked is the NASDAQ 100, their large growth category. They have 102 holdings, and their inception date was in 1999. So this company has been around for quite some time, guys, which is just amazing. So with that said, oh, you know what? 1 second here, guys. I actually forgot to share the link to my groups. Give me 1 second here. We're going to go over the benefits and everything along with this right now. So paste. All right, so what is in the Invesco QQ fund? Well, they have 102 holdings, and right now 50% of their holdings is in technology, 15% is in communication services, 12% is in consumer, 6% is in healthcare, 6% in consumer defensive, and almost 5% in industrial, about 1.5% for utilities, 0.5% for financial, 0.5 point for energy, and 0.25% for real estate. Okay, so the top 10 holdings, or 50% of their total assets, as you can see, is technology based. Okay. This sector includes companies engaged in the design, development, and support of computer operating systems and applications, as well as companies that make computer equipment, data storage products, networking products, semiconductors, and components. Now, why is this important? Well, because 50% of their holdings are these 10 companies right here: Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta Platform, Broadcom, Tesla, AMD, Costco, and Alphabet Class A. Now, 50% of their total assets is in technology growth stocks. All these companies have been going up. And as you can see here on the 1 year for Microsoft, it's up 65%. Well, why didn't we just invest in Microsoft? Well, I know I did, alongside investing with the 3 Qs. Made 65% this year on Microsoft and another 50% on Invesco QQQ. Now, why would we invest in Invesco QQQ if we can make more money investing in an individual stock? And to the answer, the most simple answer I can give you is that we don't know what Microsoft is going to do. We don't know what Apple's going to do, Amazon's going to do. Microsoft could have tanked 30, 40, 50%. But because it's a small amount of an asset, it's a small asset within this large portfolio, it has a better chance of not getting as affected as much if it were to go down. Now, if Microsoft went down 50%, then Invesco potentially could have gone down slightly. But most of their money isn't in Microsoft. They have a small amount in Microsoft, 8%. Compared to putting all their money in Microsoft, we would be down, say 30, 40, 50%. Now, there's no one saying you can't buy these companies individually and create your own holdings. I have several of these in my long-term investment account. I also have Invesco QQQ, I have VOO, I have SCHD, and that's the point of long-term investing. In order to invest long-term, you have to be willing to put money into the market and hold it for a long period of time. We're talking maybe 1 year plus, maybe 5 years, 10 years. That's investing. Now, real quick, before we go any further, I want to let you know that I am transitioning from a 70,000 member community here that I started years ago, Investing for Beginners community. It's a great community to get involved in if you want to learn about investing long term, dividends, and ways to grow your account, of course, long term. Now, I am getting into a little bit more of trading, day trading, swing trading, etc. So if I have new members coming about the channel, I don't want them to get confused as to what exactly we're doing. Investing for Beginners community was a community I created many years ago to help with investing. Now that I'm actually doing more day trading and swing trading, I'm actually kind of transitioning more into a trader, which I'm still investing long term. I'm just using a small amount of my money now to invest or to trade on a daily, weekly basis to grow my account even more. The profits will then be taken out and put into the long-term investing accounts or used for taxes to pay those, or even to actually start taking some money out and using it for actual living expenses, which I have already done and showcased in one of my videos here. Let me show that real quick. Right here. Okay, now I'm now able to pull out $500. Well, I did pull out $500 on March 11th. So now I'm able to pay myself more money now that I'm day trading and swing trading than before when I was simply investing and putting money in. Okay, so the channel is kind of dealing with somewhat of a transitionary period. I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to do, but if you are day trading or swing trading and want to learn more about trading, join the Discord, link below in the description. And we go over a little bit more potential setups, when I'm buying, when I'm selling, stuff like that. You could also share your profits, your screenshots without any trolling happening in this group, which is just fantastic. And so this is a community I've built for my day traders and swing traders. Now, back to the show where we talk about investing. And if you want to be a member of the Investing for Beginners community, there is a link below, or you can just go over to Facebook, type in Investing for Beginners community. We're one of the largest private groups for investing to help teach new investors how to grow their money. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Okay, guys. So moving on back to investing here, investing in the triple Qs, we have their key statistics. Okay, so key statistics of the three Qs. Their aluminum is 257 alumni. Their PE ratio is 34.74. Now that is a great PE ratio. I never invest in companies with a negative PE ratio. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, I talk about negative PE ratios and how they are bad for new investors. We want companies that have a positive PE ratio, or a price earnings ratio. That means for every $100 you put into this company, they are showing that you can get about $34 in return in the future. Now, negative means you're going to have a negative number. I also don't like PE ratios that go over 50 plus, because then those become a little bit unrealistic profit expectations. Okay. So between, say 1, 2, and up to like say 48, 49 is acceptable for a PE ratio. So at a 34, that's quite nice for us. Now they do have a 30-day yield of 0.62, average volume of 48 million with a volume of about 24 million. They have a 52-week high of 448 and a 52-week low of 293. And what's great about the 52-week high and low is it's steadily going up. Now, there was a spot here where there was a little bit of volatility. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen in the market, and then it just skyrocketed up. Now, that's great because there are companies that have extreme volatility, and they could have 3 or 4 different points of highs, and you're not really sure where the direction is going. But as you can see here, their high reflects as a nice slow growth moving up. And if you take 50% a year as slow growth, I mean, that's pretty amazing. You could literally, if you put in $1,000 last year, you would have made a $500 profit already within 1 year. Okay, you could pull that $500 out, keep that $1,000 in there, and move on with your life and go another year and make another 500. Or you can keep the 1,500 in, add more to it, and get more money the following year. Now, if you had 10 grand in Invesco, you would have made $5,000 holding this company for 1 year, which is just fantastic. When you talk about numbers like that, it's just amazing, right? Now, they do have a very small expense ratio at a 0.2, which isn't that bad at all. Okay, now, Invesco Q, it says right here, the following are pivot points. Let's see what this is. Pivot points, interesting. Pivot high, 447, pivot low, 440. These were calculated using the DeMark method. It is generally believed to be bullish when price breaks out above the pivot high, or bearish when price breaks down the pivot low. So, that's interesting, right? Okay, and then their average annual return here, it says that it's at 50% for the year, which is correct, about 12% for 3 years, 21% for 5 years, and 18% in 10 years. I have a 10% average annual return since 1999. Now, I don't know many companies that have a 10% return annually average than this one here. So as you see, at quarters end, they had a 54% in a year, 10% in 3, 22% in 5, 17% in 10, which still gives you the 10% since 1999. Now, how do you trade Invesco? Well, if you guys want to learn more about that, then you're definitely going to want to check out one of my videos here on the Discord where I talk exactly about that. How do we trade and make $200 a day trading triple Q? Well, there's other companies that go along with it. There's TQQ, which is a 3 times leveraged ETF, which goes along with triple Q. And then we have SQQQ, which does the exact opposite. It goes against the triple Q. It is a 3 times inverse exposed. And this is where you can make some good money. They're already up 1% for the day. And there's a lot of volatility in this market. So here, 1056, it goes up to 1133, back down to 1038, and then back up to 1110. So I mean, it's constantly moving about 5% every day, whether it's SQQ, TQQ, they're both moving along with each other roughly 5% a day. See, they're down 1% right now. They'll be up 1% tomorrow. Not saying that's true, but it is a pattern. Okay, I'll never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market this year. And as you can see right now, pro shares, SQQ or TQQ, I'm down about 3% or $18. I could have put this same amount of money into SQQ and we could have been up. And I'm showcasing this to you because we're not always going to have green days and red days. I should have put money into this company right here when I had the chance, and I didn't. So we're just going to go ahead and buy 10 shares live as we do this video. Because why? I'm not worried about 10 shares, but this is a good average price point. $11. It has a potential to go up to $11.22. It also has a potential to go down to $10.72. I'm just adding a small position because what I can do now as an investor is buy the dip. Every time there's a little dip, I can buy it. Okay? And anytime that it goes down, I can buy it again. I could have got it $10.70. It's up 1%. Look at that. We're already up 13 cents. Now what's happening to TQQQ? Well, it's going down. Whoop. Okay. We're down 3%. Now I could average down, buy some shares here because eventually it'll go back up. So it's at 59.67. It'll go up to 61.88. And we have the potential to make some money again. 61.88. So then I could average down here. Say we buy, how many do I have? 10. We buy 5 shares for $2.98. I wouldn't be able to at the moment, so I could buy 2 maybe at $1.19, and that would bring my average down slightly. So what if we do that? Here we go. I'm gonna buy 2 shares at $59.67, and it just moved my average down from $61.76, I think, to $61.26. And then as this rises back up to $61.26, which was literally right here, just slightly above this number, 20.63. So it was way higher than this earlier. If we can go back up to 61.33, then we have potential to make a few bucks. I mean, it has a potential to go up even higher than that to 63.33. So on 12 shares, $2, it's like 24 bucks. We'll go from a negative 19 to a positive. And that's how I would trade the 3Qs. Now, that's for trading. If you want to just invest long term, start putting in money now. Buy these little dips. Buy when it's low here at 435. Buy at the 440. Buy at 438 again. And you will then be able to grow this account exponentially over time. Now look at their max life, 410%. Could originally have bought this company for $85 back in 2000, 23 bucks in 2002, $29 in 2009, and since 2009 it has done nothing but go back up. Its lowest price point was back in 2009. And it has done nothing but go up ever since. It's never gone back down to that previous low. Now, it did get a high of 397 in 2021, and then had a huge pullback to 267 and 266, which just created an amazing buy opportunity because at 266, December 30th, 2022, it has done nothing but grow and grow and grow since then. December 30th right here, 266, and they went up 100% in that amount of time. 100%. So yeah, pretty crazy, pretty fantastic way to get your account growing, guys, right? So even in a month, they're up 2%. They had a high of 3%, and in 3 months, they had a high of 10% or 8%. So imagine making your whole year's 10% return on your investment in 3 months. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, all right. Let's check the live real quick, see how it's going. Looks good. 8-3. Cool. And again, guys, we have an investing community of over 70,000 members. We talk about all sorts of things. This post about 15 hours ago by Gavin really kind of set the tone for this video here. He was curious about, he was curious what everyone says for growth. Should you invest in the 3 Qs? Should you invest in VOO, VGT? Should you invest in CHD? Well, I actually made a video on CHD stock, $5 everyday challenge with a 60-day update. Now, I have been doing this challenge since the beginning of this year, and I can actually showcase that to you real quick here. And if you guys want to watch the video and go a little bit more in depth on how I am using a $5 a day strategy here, averaging up on the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Now they are up 4% for the year. I'm up 2.5% or about $6 on a small position size, $266 here, about 3.37%. or 3.37 shares. Okay, now I do have a recurring investment on here, $5 every single day, which has over time helped me to gain traction on this company to get more shares. Now, I may even start some more $5 recurring investments into VOO, VGT, VTI, the company we're talking about now, the triple Qs, because it's simple. You just set a limit that you want to invest in every day, and that's it. And then you just set it up and you're done. And then every day it takes money out of your account. I can show you that right here, out of your Robinhood, and just every day just add $5, $5, $5. Now this is easy investing, simple investing. Almost you don't even have to think about it investing because it's doing it for you. Find a company that you like, invest a few dollars into it every day. One day you'll look up and you will have quite a few shares of a particular company with some money in it. Now, $267 might not be a lot to some people, and it could be a lot to others. But I can guarantee you everyone has about $5 that they can invest, whether it's monthly, weekly, or daily. Everyone has $5, okay? So it is simple to do that. Now let's go over here to the triple Qs. I want to actually show you how to do that. So how do you set up a recurring investment if you wanted to simply jumpstart your investing journey? Well, here you go. You have a buy order. You're going to go to buy shares, and then you're going to go to say 1, but you don't want to buy 1 share, right? Because that's $438. So you can go to dollar amount and put in $5, and you're going to go to review order. Okay, now you can hit buy, and we're going to do it just to show how to do it. Now, it says you ordered to buy $5 is complete. You can click done, and as you can see here, there's the $5, and you can set up a reoccurring investment. Okay, so what if we do hit that set up reoccurring? Now, this is what's going to show you when you want to set up a reoccurring investment. It shows reoccurring investment right there. You want to put in $5. You can start, say tomorrow or today. Frequency, now you have every paycheck, every market day, Monday through Friday, every week on Friday, every 2 weeks on Friday, or every month on the 15th. So if you wanted to do every market day, hit that one. Now payment amount, you can take it out of your buying power, which as you can see, I have right now $111 available for buying power, or you can take it out of your bank account, whichever one that you would like to use. Now, I'm going to stay with buying power because I'll take it straight out of the buying power available. And then you could also have a backup. If you wanted to back it up, say that you forgot to put in your $100 for the week, you have, say, $3. Well, it won't take the $5 from your buying power because you don't have enough to fill the $5. You would then just take it simply from your secondary account, whether it's a bank account or, whatever the case may be. Then you simply hit review order. And you hit submit. And every day, when the market's available, it'll add $5 into this Invesco QQQ. And that is by far the simplest and most efficient way that you could possibly invest. It doesn't take a lot of time. As you saw right there, it took less than a minute to set that up. And now I can forget about it. I can go about my day, I can go about my month, I can go about my year. And just know, every day they're gonna put $5 into this account. And if you wanna know the math on that, okay? $5 a day in the market is roughly around $1,200 by the end of your first year. So imagine having $1,200 at the end of the first year by simply saving $5. Okay. And that just sounds crazy to me. It sounds amazing. It's like almost too good to be true in a weird way. But yeah, I mean, $5 a day adds up very quickly. Very quickly. And imagine spending $5 a day, guys. I mean, that's even adds up even more. So now you're spending $1,200 a year. You're not getting any of the benefits or upside from actually using that $5 for anything. It's not making you money now. So, I mean, what do? That's when it all is about you and your mindset and how you want to go about making those sound decisions and investing and making sure that's what you want. So guys, this was a very short live stream today. I just wanted to showcase this small, easy strategy of how you can start investing long term. My daughter is getting out of school early today because there is a crazy snowstorm happening right now. So they have an early release day at 11:30. So we're going to be wrapping this up, going and getting her, and enjoying the rest of our day. As you can see here, not much is going on. My average cost is $438.48. But because it's only $5, this thing isn't even gonna move. I mean, it might not even move for a while. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any other questions on reoccurring investments or investing in specific companies long term, definitely leave a comment below. I can do a video on that. Go check out our communities. We have close to 100,000 members now with all of our platforms combined, which is just fantastic. I remember starting all these communities with yours truly, just one single person and an idea. And now we have a mass following of over 100,000 people. And guys, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I go live Monday mornings at 7 to 7:30. Whenever the market opens in your area, in your time zone is when I will be on trading live on Mondays. I also go live like this, just kind of sporadically whenever I have an opportunity. So if you don't want to miss out on future live videos, smash that like button, subscribe so you get notifications when I do go live. Thanks guys, go watch some other videos of mine and we will see you Monday for some live trading sessions. See you then.